So I'm just getting a tour of the Scout camp on Moose Lake in Ely, and I've always paddled this place, but I've never been here, so it's nice. I'm speaking here tonight at the gathering, whatever it's called. What is it called again, Don? I've asked you.
The alumni weekend.
The alumni weekend, and I'm getting a tour of the camp, and this is a pretty cool place. And the neat thing about it, thousands of kids go out in the wilderness from here. Thousands. So if you're thinking that no kids go out anymore, yeah, right. Scouts don't go out anymore, yeah, right. I don't think so. Okay, Dick, where are we now?
We're at the Commissary Building. This is where all the food packing takes place for the trips. Our guides, who we call interpreters, will take the requests from the crew before they arrive on base and then pack the appropriate food for them for their 6, 7, 8, 9-day trip, whichever may be the case.
And Kevin, if you have any complaints about the alumni weekend, this is the guy to make a complaint to. His name is Alex Neppel.
Oh, Alex, I've heard about you, Alex.
Yeah.
Oh, Alex.
Yes. Kevin Callan, who you probably recognize.
I'll shake with my left hand because it's a Scout thing.
Yeah.
There we go. See that? We're shaking with our left hand.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
I'll hide.
Yeah.
All right, it's proof right here. This man right here is proof that kids are getting out in the wilderness. Because he's the one, what's your name, sir?
John.
John, and he organizes I guess you're the tech here that takes care of all the equipment?
No, it takes care of the facilities. And,
Okay.
Yep, so
And
this is where we store all
look
of
at
our
this.
gear.
Look, okay, so that's a lot of packs. And look at all the grills in the row. All right, so how many kids go into this place?
This summer, program-wide, was right at 5,000. So, yep, between the 3 high adventure bases at Northern Tier. So, which is pretty awesome.
Okay, so 5,000 kids go into the wilderness from this place. So that's pretty good. Look, this is really cool. I am now going through like a, what would you call this?
Gear optioning.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So Don, are these fishing rods guaranteed to catch the kids' fish?
They're guaranteed to fish. Nobody guarantees catching.
What kind of stoves do the Scouts use?
We use the Peak one, and then we also use the Whisper Light.
Peak 1 was actually, the design of it was in part credited to Sandy Bridges, who was the manager for years. Coleman didn't think that a single burner of this size was going to be practical for use, and so one of Sandy's innovations are the legs on these things. Well, Peak 1s are no longer being supported, but we have several hundred that are still operational here. And then we're transitioning to, I think, Whisper Lights?
Yep.
Yeah.
Whisper Light's a very quiet stove, isn't it?
That's hence the name.
That's the name.
That's
We used to
right.
call these ones the holy hand grenades, actually.
Yeah. A serious error for our interpreter staff to fail to bring along the coffee on a trip. This could be a trip-ending or a career-ending experience for a guide not to bring coffee. So there we go.
Oh, I did not know. Is this a typical Scout piece of gear? Is a coffee maker? Or?
It's one that our adult advisors are quite fond of, and so it reduces the variation in the quality of the coffee and improves satisfaction on our adult leadership staff. So, therefore, we use it. This is the original lodge building. It was the original structure on this site. It was built in the winter of 1941-42 by Finnish loggers. They got the logs from a blowdown on the Echo Trail north of Ely, and constructed here. And this was the original everything building. Program, dining hall, sleeping quarters, outfitting, everything was in here. The program, of course, was significantly smaller than it is today. So the Summers Alumni Association has taken this on as a restoration project, and we're hoping to convert it to a museum and interpretive center within the next couple of years. So,
The stories this place could tell, eh, no?
Winter and summer. The year it opened, Hod Ludlow was the director. And he was also going to take the first crew out of here. And they got down to the boat landing, and the one other guide who was going out, Jock Stoops, reminded Hod that he hadn't locked the door because there'd be nobody on base. So Jock took the first crew out of here because Hod was walking back up the hill to lock the door. Jock still tells that story.
So this is the library at the Northern Tier camp, and there's lots of books here. I could stay here for a week. I wonder if they have a Kevin Callan book. I'm not sure. I noticed they have Cliff Jacobson right here.
Ouch.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Everybody asked me where you can get a cheap canoe. You can go to this place here. I just found out that the used canoes they use what, like for 3 years?
Three or 4 years.
Yeah, they're going for $250. Well, I gotta have a look at them first. But so you're saying that the kids do a wet entry?
Wet foot, so we teach them not to drag the canoes on shore, so they're unloading in the water, so they have better footing, and they don't have to lift the packs as high. So works great. It's a lot safer.
And I don't know if they float or not, but for $250 I could just, I don't know, put my flowers in the front yard. That'd be
There are no broken ribs. That's pretty good for $250.
Are you a
patched up, though?
You use car salesman as well at the?
No. I'm saying it's a good deal. I like a good deal. I'm cheap.
So the idea of the canoes here is there's 500 canoes. You said, Don?
Around 500.
And they've got the Winona lightweight models that actually the kids can rent if they want a lightweight model. I'd do that. Or they can take the traditional. I say Grumman. What is it? It's aluminum craft. Aluminum craft. And yeah, they're not heavy at all. They're great, and they're very quiet through the water. You can't hear them coming, and if you hit your paddle along the side, it doesn't echo. And when you sit on the seat, when it's cold, it's not cold. When you sit on the seat, when it's hot, it's not hot. I would rent the lightweight canoe.